Pero relative pronouns no tiene mucho sentido, no hay mucho significado de este término gramatical. Entonces, les doy ejemplos de los pronombres relativos con un contexto que se relaciona con el tema de la lección 9, que es celebraciones, ¿no? Y esta presentación habla de una fiesta de cumpleaños. No es tu fiesta, pero otra persona tiene cumpleaños. ¿Quién? Phoebe. ¿Ayer? Oh, sí. Sí, hoy. Phoebe, feliz cumpleaños. También. Phoebe, Megan, feliz cumpleaños. Dame un beso. Te debo un beso por tu cumpleaños. Viernes. Enana. Oh my goodness. 2 personas. Cumpleaños. Feliz cumpleaños, chicas. Perfecto. Oh, el 25 de diciembre? No. ¿Cuándo es tu cumpleaños?
Abril.
Oh, abril. ¿Y tú? Febrero. So, nada de Navidad. No. Okay. Bueno, regresando a hoy, Megan y Phoebe celebran sus cumpleaños. Feliz cumpleaños, perfecto, porque vamos a hablar de cumpleaños. Y bueno, el concepto de relative pronouns, ¿no? Bueno, chicos, hemos visto antes de empezar la presentación, como siempre, vamos a concentrar en el significado, ¿no? El significado, the meaning. Y después el uso gramatical de los pronombres relativos, que son quién, quiénes, qué, and lo que. But before I get started, have we seen any of these words before? Previously, before today? Yes. What's one of the words you've seen before in Spanish, Jen?
Quienes is want.
That's close to quieres. There's only one tiny little difference in the spelling, which is the N and the R, which does mean to want. K means what? Exactly. We've seen K before. Good redemption. K means what? We've seen K many times, like ¿qué clase te gusta más? Or ¿qué haces los fines de semana? Or ¿qué no pudiste ayer? Right? We've seen K plenty. What's different about the K in those examples? That means what versus the K that's up here. You know anything different? Accento or tilde, right? K means what? Like as in K? What? When it has un tilde or an accent mark. That means what? So what does K without an accent mark mean? Have we seen that before, Savannah?
Like that or which?
That or which, exactly. Like I said at the beginning of class, no es justo. It's not fair. No es justo que tengamos clase hoy. It's not fair that we have class today. Que is being used as a connector, like porque, right? Me gusta la clase de español porque me gusta la cultura, por ejemplo. So que is like porque. It's a connector when it doesn't have the accent mark. And you know what else? Lo que also means what? And we'll see in examples here momentarily why lo que and que both mean what and what's the difference in their usage. Let's talk about quién and quiénes. Have you seen quién before? ¿Quién es tu profesor favorito? Or ¿quién es tu mejor amigo? Or ¿quiénes son tus mejores amigos? No? ¿Quién and quiénes simply mean what? Who, right, exactly, who. So what's the difference between quién and quiénes? Why would you use quién? Why would you use quiénes? Singular and plural, right, exactly. Some interrogative words or some connecting words change in their singular and plural form. So we would use quién if we're talking about one person. ¿Quién es el estudiante nuevo? Or ¿quién llegó tarde a la clase de español? Or ¿quiénes llegaron tarde a la clase de español? No? Singular, plural. Okay, so now that we've tapped into what we know, really there's only one truly new relative pronoun here, and that's locate. We'll see what that means in a minute. Okay, hablando del contexto, fiesta de cumpleaños, Manuela, ¿quién cumple 21 años mañana. No sabe que sus amigos están planeando una fiesta. Focus on meaning first. What's going on here? Whose birthday is it? Manuela, right? Manuela. And how old is she going to be? 21. Una fiesta importante. And what does she not know? Remember? We talked about this in the present. What does she not know? Yeah, her friends are planning a party for her. So, una fiesta sorpresa. Otra vez. Now let's focus on the grammar. ¿Quién cumple 21 años mañana? What's going on here? What does ¿quién mean again? Who? Who is turning 21, right? That's simply what it means. It's being used as a connector. It's being used when we have a common subject. So ¿quién? She's the subject of this verb, and she's also the subject of this verb. So we're going to use ¿quién as a connector. And really, when you're filling in the blank, because obviously that's what you're going to have to do on the supersite with this, you want to really assess, is this connecting two verbs that could have the same subject, and could I rewrite this one sentence into two sentences with Manuela as a subject? And we'll do that here in a second. Okay, otro ejemplo. Tenemos que Jaime y Laura son los amigos que planean la fiesta. So who are Jaime y Laura? They're friends that are planning the party, right? So Manuela is the birthday girl, and they're the ones organizing the party. That's what we know. Now let's focus on the use of que. We just talked about quién and how quién connects a common subject. And que is also a connector, and I gave you the example at the beginning. No es justo que tengamos clase hoy. In this context, Jaime y Laura are connected as common nouns, and we'll talk about this more specifically. But again, could you rewrite one long sentence into two sentences using or eliminating que, but keeping Jaime and Laura? Okay, so otro ejemplo. Estas son las personas que van a invitar. Okay, so again we have a connector que, and what's this first sentence saying? Estas son las personas que van a invitar. These are the people that they are going to invite. Another connector. Juan y Luz. ¿Quiénes son los hermanos de Manuela? Van a venir a la fiesta. So Juan y Luz, hermanos de Manuela, vienen a la fiesta, ¿no? Y también Marco, una persona. ¿Quién es el novio de Manuela? Va a venir a la fiesta también. So we're using, ¿entienden el contexto? Sí. Okay, so ¿quiénes y quién? We're using these. And notice, you're probably seeing a pattern with quién and quiénes. Typically, when we use quién and quiénes, they're separated with what? We use commas, right, exactly, because they mean who, and we're using it very similarly grammatically as we would in English. We're using quiénes in this example versus quién in this example because why? Multiple versus singular, exactly. And remember, could we rewrite these two sentences, well, this sentence and this sentence into two sentences with a common subject? Yes. Juan y Luz son los hermanos de Manuela, punto. Juan y Luz van a venir a la fiesta. So what quiénes and quién does is allows us to connect these ideas. Okay. Sigamos. Lo que. So here's the new one. So pay attention to the meaning first. So hopefully lo que makes more sense. Lo que Jaime y Laura van a servir de postre es un pastel. No? So what's this saying? What is lo que saying? Remember, we're focusing on meaning first. What? Exactly. But we talked about what. We already know how to say what in Espanol. Que no pudiste hacer. So how is what being used here? Is it a question like we had at the beginning of class? No. Lo que is how we express the idea of what in a statement. We're not asking a question. We're describing something. Un pastel. What is going to be served. ¿No? ¿Entienden? Es un poquito diferente. Es lo menos obvio en mi opinión. Todos van a bailar salsa y rock hasta la 1 de la mañana, lo que va a ser muy divertido. So, todos van a bailar salsa y rock, lo que va a ser muy divertido. So, how's lo que being used here? Right, what is going to be very fun, which is dancing all night long. Okay, so to review, quien is used with people, right? We saw examples. Manuela, quien cumple 21 años mañana, no sabe que sus amigos están planeando una fiesta. So we can take two ideas, connect it with quien when we have a common subject, right? Quienes does the same thing, it's just the plural form. ¿Entienden? ¿Quién and quienes? The reason why I point these out first is because I feel like those are the most obvious. Those are the easiest to identify. Because guess what you're going to have to do on the supersite? Fill in the blank with one of these four words. And you can rule out quien and quienes first because they're separated by commas. You can look at the sentence and ultimately decide, could I rewrite this one sentence as two sentences using these people as a subject both times? And if you can, then you definitely know it's quien. And if it's plural, quienes. So eliminate quien and quienes first. Get those out of the way first. And then you'll be left with que or lo que. So what's the difference between que and lo que? Que is used as a connector, which Sabrina pointed out means which or that. So que connects a common noun. And again, typically has two ideas that are connected by que into one sentence. So que is less obvious than quien and quienes. So what's the difference between que and lo que? Que is used as a connector, meaning that or which, but lo que really means, ¿cómo se dice lo que en inglés? That's que, but lo que is more like what, the word what in Spanish that doesn't mean a question. ¿Entienden? Okay, so terminemos con lo que. This is the least obvious one to identify. So save lo que for last on the super site when you do your homework. Choose lo que last. First start off with quien and quienes, singular plurals, the most obvious. Then go to que, save lo que last. Lo que often, not always, but often comes at the beginning of a sentence because lo que means what and is usually used to describe, what you're talking about. Lo que Jaime y Laura van a servir de postre es un pastel. You could just say van a servir un pastel, right? But we're starting off with what they're going to serve is a cake. Okay, vamos a practicar el concepto y no quiero hacer esta actividad. No, gracias.